Hey there and welcome. I am so excited that you decided to hit play today. If you are a photographer that are struggling to find the right client, and so we can all get clients as a photographer, but I'm talking about your ideal client. So maybe you're a senior portrait photographer and you get a lot of people calling to shoot a newborn. Or maybe you're a newborn photographer and you're getting a lot of people calling to shoot a wedding. And of course, you might just be getting those people that call that want anything, but they want it on a bargain. And that's not who you're looking to serve. Then you're in the right place today because we're going to take some steps to make sure you're putting the right message out so the right people start calling you. Hello, I am Michelle Kuzmick. I have been a photographer and entrepreneur for the past 22 years. And I am so excited to share with you on this channel my journey, all the successes, the few failures, and the things that I learned along the way. And the big thing that I learned is my business hasn't lasted for 22 years because I am this, over the top amazing photographer. Not discounting my photography at all, but that's not why my business continues to grow even after 22 years. My business grows because very early on, I learned that it wasn't about how good I was behind the camera. Yes, that's important. But it was having the ability to take off my photographer hat and put on my CEO hat. And that's what I teach is the business side of running a photography business. So if that's kind of what you're struggling with, again, you're in the right place. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. And there's 6 things that I consider to be pillars of a solid photography business. The first is clarity and goal setting and mindset. You got to know what you want and you got to be able to set some goals to get there. Branding and ICA is next, and branding is what we're going to talk about. Then product pricing and sales is number 3. Organization and workflow is number 4. Marketing is number 5, believe it or not. And 6, to follow up the list, is photography skills and editing. And again, you can have an amazing product, but if you don't know how to present it to people, it's not going to sell and it's not going to make you money. And I want everyone who works with me to have the financial and time freedom that they crave. Okay, so here's your problem, my problem, everybody's problem. The right type of people aren't calling you for what you offer. And it might seem a little weird to you, but we're going to fix that today. So here's your solution. The solution is in your branding. And really quick, especially if you're a new business owner, I want to make the differentiate between branding and marketing. Right? Branding is how your clients feel about your business. Marketing is how you promote and sell your business. So it's 2 different things. You got to have a solid brand and know what you experience you want to give your clients before you can begin promoting it. We're going to talk about color today. And then I'm going to give you some action steps on how to pick your brand colors. You might already have brand colors. After listening to this, you might want to rethink them. Or you might have no idea what a brand color is, and you're just constantly throwing stuff up on social media, hoping to get a client. Wherever you are in your business, this is going to be good information for you. So keep on following. You got to understand when you pick your brand colors, the psychology behind colors, right? Brand colors make your brand stand out and they make it more recognizable. And I think it was, maybe, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, I switched up my brand colors and I went pink. Okay, so I am some shade of pink. I have the hex code and with a little bit of orange splashed in. But now, because I've promoted it and everything is in that shade of pink, when people are scrolling and they see that color, they automatically are starting to associate it with me. Okay, just a few examples: Walmart blue, Target red, the golden arches, all of that. Okay, those colors give you a feeling toward that business. The second thing you need to know about brand colors is color will give your client an emotion, and that's going to lead to how they receive your brand. I am going to quickly run through, because I try to keep these videos under 15 minutes, some of the base colors that probably are very familiar to you and with brands, so you can kind of start brainstorming a little bit about what works for your particular brand and style of photography. First, like I said, I am pink. And I did that very specifically because I want to work with women. Do I work with men? I do, sometimes, not quite often. But my business is 99.9% female, and that's what I want to attract. Pink represents love. It's very feminine, so it attracts the women that I want. It is associated with kindness and nurturing. And that's what I want people to feel when they see my colors, when they visit my website, when they sign up for my courses, when we do coaching. It's a nurturing color, and I want them to know that I am with them every step of the way. So whatever you got going on, we got this, and we got it together. Okay. Yellow. Yellow promotes happiness, positivity, um, warmth. If you think about Best Buy or IKEA, they combine two brand colors, blue and yellow. So the yellow kind of gives it the happy, the blue brings in the trust. So, hey, we're a good brand. We got, great products. You can trust us. So that's yellow and blue mixed together. Orange, when you see my senior portrait ads, it's a tad, it's got some orange in it. That's my second base color, but it's more of a peachy melon kind of orange. And the orange I added to my brand because I want my senior clients, my senior portrait girls, to know that the session is going to be fun. It's going to be energetic. It's going to be creative. Okay, so those are the two colors that I chose. One big brand that has orange as their logo is Home Depot. Home Depot is all about creativity. Okay, back to blue. Blue is about trust. It's about being likable. Brands like Blue Cross Blue Shield, the Weather Channel. Not that we can trust the Weather Channel all the time, but those are ones that we associate with trust. It's like, hey, I need the weather. Go to the Weather Channel. So that's what blue kind of invokes. Red, energy, action, passion. Things like YouTube and Netflix, they are red dominant logos, and they take that vibe and promote it in their brand. So those are just a few things for you to think about. I want to give you some action steps because I could do a whole hour worth of training on this. And in my course that launches this spring, Productive and Profitable, we are going to do it's a whole unit on branding and colors and logos and all that good stuff. But for you today, if you're just getting started, and again, even if you aren't, even if you have your brand colors, I think this would be a good exercise for you to do just to make sure you're giving off the vibe that you want to give off. So first, I am all about timers so I don't go down the rabbit hole. People talk to me about how I am amazing at time management. I am amazing at setting my timer. So first, set a timer for 30 minutes and brainstorm how you want people to feel about your brand. All right, senior portraits, again, back to, I want it to be fun. I want it to be inviting. I want it to be creative. My coaching clients, I want them to be nurtured. I want them to know that it's solid and it's steady, and I am going to take care of you when you become my client. All right, so brainstorm how you want people to feel about your brand. Once the timer goes off, set another timer, and I want you to Google brand feelings for that particular color. And what I mean by that, say your brand right now is red. Just type in Google, what does the brand color red mean? Do the same thing for yellow. And there is more than enough information out there to get you started. But I want you to figure out what those colors are. Or what the color means. I want you to make sure that that is how you want your clients to relate to your brand. And then third, and this is my favorite, and I know I'm going to pronounce it wrong, so I'm going to say it both ways, but there's a website, I'm going to put it in the link below. It's called Coolers or Colors. I think it's Coolers, but it's a color website, .co. And what you can do is you can go on there and you can punch in whatever your color is. And it's going to give you a whole palette of complementary colors for that. So you could pick your base color, and within a matter of 30 seconds, you could have all the rest of your brand put together. It's a fun website. It's a great website if you're just decorating your house. It's free. They also have color palettes that are trending, and that could be very helpful to you. So here are my final thoughts and a follow-up. Set a timer, brainstorm how you want people to feel, set another timer and Google brand colors and the feelings associated with it. And then number 3, go to coolers.co and start creating your color palette. Once you consistently start sharing your content with a solid brand color and solid messaging, you're going to start to see your clientele shift. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to start piece by piece getting there. As always, I will be cheering you on until next week. If you haven't already, make sure you download the 5 free, let me say this again. 5 steps to a profitable business. It's a free little workbook that I put together. Doesn't cost a thing. Make sure you got that so you can start building your business on a solid foundation, because that's what's going to take you from a hobby photographer to real income. You guys have a great week.